That's Greg Gutfeld. Hey. We are here on the 5, live from Washington, D.C., and we've been watching this rally. J.D. Vance is coming up, so we will bring that to you when he starts. But I thought we'd take it around the table a little bit. Why don't I start with you and your observations so
Well, it
far?
is quite a contrast. Obviously, the people who are protesting this is extremely miserable, but why bring the misery? Why not just stay home? You have nothing to do on a Sunday. Some people are handling it like adults. Some others aren't. They're saying, oh, the crowds, the only reason why it's inside is because the crowds won't be huge.
No.
Excuse me.
Right.
He won the popular vote, the electoral vote, the House, and the Senate. Like what's his name? Chris Murphy? Mm-hmm. That was a guy on Twitter just losing it like a teenage girl cut from the cheerleading squad. You know, what is it? They remind me of the guy who gets his ass kicked and then brags to everybody, you know, how his battered face really took a toll on the guy's fists. If Biden was there, if Biden was here tomorrow, he would get frostbite from the liquid in his diaper.
That wouldn't be comfortable.
Tell me about it.
Because we do have some beautiful snow falling now gently. Judge Janine, you've been here and had a chance to be out and about last night. There is a feeling of incredible optimism, even at 6:05 this morning in line at Starbucks. People were very happy and friendly.
You know, Dana, I was here 8 years ago when he won the first time. And, you know, there were, that 1 million person march with remember the pink hats? And people were angry and people were fighting. And I'm in the same hotel that I was in 8 years ago. What a difference. I mean, everyone is happy, optimistic. Everybody's saying hello. You don't have to worry that someone's going to assault you like it was 8 years ago. I think that everything about this is about America feeling like young again, feeling renewed again. And last night at the fireworks that I went to, they were incredible. And it was kind of like a rebirth to me. And I think that, you know, you had Chris Macchio singing, this incredible opera tenor. And as his voice exploded, the fireworks were exploding over the Potomac. And it was this magnificent view. And it just gave everyone the chills. It was great.
I thought the fireworks were quite incredible. Jessica, do you feel younger and renewed and excited here today?
I do. I recently also got a really good facial, so I think that's how
you are looking amazing.
So did Greg.
Yes.
This is my first inauguration, and I'm really excited to be here. It's nice to see people who are here to support, you know, the next president for his second term. I feel sorry for those who were here for the inauguration, and now they're not going to be able to see it in person, but definitely feeling the energy. My train was packed with people coming to the inauguration, also Eagles fans, which Jesse's excited. They're up, right, currently?
16-13.
There we go. But yeah, it feels, despite the weather, like the city is very much alive and excited about what's to come next.
And what's coming next, we'll hear from J.D. Vance, and then you'll hear from Donald Trump.
Yeah, so we flew the family down here, and we boarded the plane. And my seat was first, and then they put Emma and the kids a couple rows back. And so
Wait, by design.
it just happened to be like that. And so we get over there, and this guy who's across from Emma's row said, would you like me to move? You know, I want to keep your family together. I looked the guy in the eye. And then this liberal woman says, I thought Republicans believed in family separation.
No.
Jesse Jr. pops up, pulls his ticket out and says, hey, lady, I have the right papers and we waited in line. We're not getting separated. And then he goes, hey, stewardess, could I have a Cosmo? And send the lib a Cosmo, too. This kid is crazy. That's how we get into town. And then I see Kilmeade at the gym.
Yeah.
And then I see Mallusion at the gym. And they're doing completely different workouts. I'll tell you the whole thing a little bit later. I'm reading this book, Greg. It's called The Basic Laws of Human Stupidity. And it breaks people down into 4 categories. You have intelligent people. And intelligent people, they do well and other people do well when they do things together. And then you have the bandits. Bandits only do well when they take something from somebody else. And then you have the helpless. Obviously, helpless people are helpless. And then you have the stupid. And the stupid people, whenever they interact with anybody else, it's worse for the other people, and it's worse for the stupid people. The Democrats are stupid. And let me explain why, Jessica. They did all this stuff over the last 4 years. And did it benefit them? No. Did it benefit the country? No. They're stupid. It's gotten so bad, Dave Chappelle is on Saturday Night Live wishing Donald Trump good luck.
He said do better next time, though.
That's not what I heard.
Better.
And all of your donors
what you didn't hear.
are now VIPs at the Republican
That's
inauguration. Right. And this guy's at the pinnacle of his power. He's doing deals to get hostages back. He's doing TikTok deals.
Launching
the
meme
FBI
coins.
guy is resigning before he even gets there. I just saw he launched this meme, this Bitcoin meme. On paper, it's worth $50 billion.
Right.
Doesn't that seem ethical to you?
What?
So far, so good, Jessica. She's now worth $50 billion on paper.
You know what I love most?
Jessica just said she, out of respect for this inauguration, will not talk tomorrow.
What?
That's how good. That's what you said. That's how good things are.
That's as likely as Jesse Jr. saying all of that on
But
the
you know
flight.
what's so incredible is like the progressives now aren't as angry as they were 8 years ago. I mean, now they can't get enough people to do a serious protest, and they're saying, I'm not that type of progressive anymore. You know, when they want to work with the man that they once called Hitler. I mean, it's all a great beginning. It's good.
It's interesting. Oh, go ahead. You had something.
No, I was just going to point out, and Jessica didn't bring this up about the protesters. They changed their name. Remember, it was the Women's March?
Right.
Now it's the People's March. So they've denigrated women even more. Are they going to now call themselves Earthlings so as not to offend cabbage? It's amazing that the losing team trucks in their winners to boo the celebration march. Imagine if you did that at a Super Bowl, at a parade where the fans of the losing team show up and throw a tantrum in the middle of the festivities. It's so sad, but it brings me joy.
What I was going to ask you is that I read something today. I can't remember where it was, so I can't credit it. But it was along the lines of, in the first Trump term 8 years ago, that there was a feeling of it all looking backwards.
Right.
But that this time around, people very much are looking forward and towards the future.
When you have the past 4 years, you can't look back. It's horrible. But for us, it's a look back because, like, I think by my count, 19 former Fox hosts and commentators may be occupying roles in the White House. Yeah, they've already renamed Fox and Friends just Fox. and Outnumbered is now changed to One Lonely Guy.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's good.
Are you going to be that one lonely guy?
No, I can't take the pay cut. And I can't believe Pete Hegseth took the pay cut because he has like 20 kids. 7 kids. 7. But it is fun. I keep seeing pictures of you go into these balls, and I see Pete Hegseth. Apparently, he was in an event last night, and he spoke. And then afterwards, everybody said, please stay standing as the Secretary of Defense leaves the room. This is Pete Hegseth. That was just
You know what I'm going to love? When you're going to have to stand.
I'm not. Do I have to stand for
You're
Pete?
going to have to stand.
I'm standing for
Jessica
Pete.
will stand for him.
Absolutely.
Jessica, what are the Democrats doing to try to get their footing? Because even in the confirmation hearings, it does feel like they're throwing a bunch of spaghetti at the wall, nothing's sticking.
I think basically everyone understood that there are very few nominees that are even in question at this point. And we were talking about this on Friday. I think that, Pete's hearing was definitely the most contentious, and then we'll see what happens with like RFK Jr. and Tulsi and Kash Patel for his assignment. But I think that people understand that they were sent a message. There were so many voters that split ticket between Trump and their local Democratic representative, and we had 7 million people that stayed home. That was probably the biggest message.
Pause for a moment and listen in.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.